Hello everyone, my name is Joshua Winkins and welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to go over how to create this really cool grab object from the screen effect. Now, as you can see right here, you're going to want the image of your actual object, as well as right here, you're going to actually want to have the object with you. So basically, it just depends on how you want to create this effect. For example, I just typed in like $1bill.png and I just downloaded the image and opened it up on my desktop. You could have Google Images opened, or you could have maybe the website open. It doesn't really matter how you want to create this effect, but you have to make sure that you have the image of your actual object and then also actually have the object with you, or else this effect does not even work. Now basically how I recorded this was I set my camera up on a tripod and basically just had the entire thing running the entire time. I did not at all like cut the video whatsoever. I literally just hit record, kept it running, put it into manual focus, so I made sure that everything was in focus. I've definitely seen people do this handheld. That's risky because the image could be a little bit wobbly, as well as some stuff could be out of focus. So that's basically how I shot. Another challenge that I ran into was the lighting. I shined the light like directly directly at the screen and at my hand, so I get them both like lit up. But the problem I ran into was this image, as you can see, it's a little too bright. If I put the light like directly pointing at the screen, this image was blown out. It was way too overexposed. I could maybe fix it in post, but I would definitely run into this image and this image being exposed differently. So that's one issue I ran into. I actually had the light right here shining directly at my hand. That way my hand was lit up as well as the screen was lit up. That's just one little problem that I ran into. So definitely keep that in mind when you're creating this video. Now basically this entire effect is very logical, very seamless. This whole effect is basically the whole reason you create this effect is by thinking through it. What I mean by that is it's all seamless. So basically you basically pretend to grab this image out, and you have to do the exact same thing with the actual object. And you put the image back on the screen, and you also put the this image back on the screen. So basically whatever you do with one thing, whatever you do with the image, you have to actually also do it with the object itself, or this effect does not work. So basically what you're going to want to do is set your tripod up, and then I'll try to zoom in a little bit, and what you're going to do is you're just going to record like 1 or 2 seconds of the actual screen, just to kind of set the scene, because you don't want to jump into it way too fast. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to reach your hand in and basically pretend like you're grabbing the image off the screen. Now basically what you're going to do is, as soon as I'll go back a frame or whatever, see where the marker is, as soon as you start pulling away, you want to cut it. And then as you're pulling that away, you're going to, I'll basically show you kind of the struggle it was. But then as you can see right here, once you have the image, basically once you pretend to grab the image away, now you want to close it. And then you want to put the dollar bill basically, and you want to try to position it exactly where the image was. So as you can see, I struggled a little bit trying to get the dollar bill first of all flat, but you also want to put the dollar bill pretty much exactly where the image was, or else you don't want the image to be here and the dollar bill to be here, because that makes no logical sense. Now let's go over here, and now here's where I pulled the dollar bill out. So watch the screen and watch the marker. So basically I'm trying to line it up. So literally watch the marker right here, and as soon as I start pulling the dollar bill out, I want to cut it, because basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to match this up. So as you can see, as I start pulling this out, I'm trying to match it when I pull the dollar bill out. That way it's a very seamless transition. So that's literally basically all you're doing. You're basically trying to make the action very seamless. As you can see right here, now I just pulled it out, I showed the dollar off a little bit, and then I put it back on the screen. But I don't want to touch the screen yet. I want to basically show the action of me putting the dollar bill back on the screen, but don't touch the screen. Now you want to basically, I'll show you a little behind the scenes, take the dollar bill away, and then as you can see right here, open up the image. I basically just minimize it. I did not move the image at all, because you don't want to run into that issue at all. And then basically I just acted like I put the image back, as you can see right here. And then basically as soon as I touch the screen, I want to cut it. That way I want to make this whole action very seamless. So basically as soon as I put the dollar bail back on the screen, I want to match it up with this, so it's a very seamless transition. As you can see right here, then I took my hand away just to basically kind of set the scene, give it a second or so on, just to kind of make the video very obvious that it's ending. So that's literally how you create this effect. Now I'm going to go over here to, let me find it, final edit right here, and here is what it looks like once you cut everything up. So as you can see, if you watch it, go ahead, grab the image, take it out, match it up with that, show the dollar bill a little bit, and there we go, put it right back on the screen. That's honestly really cool. Now what I also did too was I added some motion blur in between the transitions just to make it a little bit more seamless, as well as I put like a camera shutter sound effect. Got this one from Epidemic Sound, as well as here's the name of the music too. But I just use that basically in between the transition just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, oomph or whatever you want to call it, just to maybe sell the transition a little bit more rather than just have like a harsh cut. Put some motion blur and maybe some sound effects just to make the transition a little more seamless. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it incredibly helpful and informative, and hopefully by watching this tutorial you can create this effect for yourself. If there's ever anything confusing, you don't quite understand something, go ahead and comment down below and I'll try to help you out. Anyways, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm giving away a Google Home Mini once I reach 1,000 subscribers. New Final Cut Pro 10 tutorials every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. See you guys in the next one. Peace.